Hey guys, it's currently January 1st, 2018, and I think this year's gonna be great. Okay, let's think. I'm a commentary channel. What do commentary channels do? Oh yeah, complain about YouTube 24/7. It's slightly better, the exact opposite of what I wanted YouTube to be in 2019. And it's still terrible. Time to do that. The apocalypse. It's not been very good.
I dreamed it was 2018.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Cudgel here. Now, today's story is a bit special and a bit personal to me. You see, the CEO of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki, whose last name I have never been able to pronounce,
Susan Wojcicki? Susan Wojcicki? Susan Waluigi?
has announced today that she is stepping down as CEO of YouTube. Now, this is special and personal to me, of course, because I make YouTube videos, but it's particularly poignant to me because this whole channel, or at least the public videos on this channel, really start back from the very beginning with me hating on this woman.
That's not communicating more. That's not communicating more at all. So all I can say to you, Susan Wojcicki, is great job. You're doing great. You really are running the platform great. I don't think I could run it any better. Just thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough, Susan Wojcicki. You are absolutely amazing.
Many of my earliest public videos are covering the flaws and mistakes of YouTube under Susan's leadership. Talking about things like demonetization, the adpocalypse, and weird and bad rule changes to the site. And those videos are not good, not in the least. Those videos were created by a very, very angry 8th grade me, and my videos since then have changed to be very different. My videos now are much more upbeat, much less mean-spirited, and I'm a much less angry and much happier person now. But still, I do feel a certain level of personal connection to this woman and stories about this woman and her leadership at YouTube. Because for a good while there, my channel was devoted to just hating on this woman. And I do specifically remember the day where I decided to change up my style of content, where I looked up on Google, YouTube, and went to the news section, trying to find some story or other to talk about. Some stupid rule change, some news of this, of that, and just finding nothing I hadn't already talked about. And it was at that point I realized that, you know what, there's some stupid things YouTube does, but I really can't devote my whole channel to only talking about that. And it was at that point that my channel started to kind of morph into other topics and things, and over time my channel became just much more happier and upbeat, which I try and keep up to this day, because that's the style of content I like to make now, and I think is a much better style of content. But all of that being said, the news today is that Susan is stepping down as CEO of YouTube. This morning she sent a letter to all of her employees talking about the reasoning why. I won't read the whole letter because it's rather long and not necessarily important for this video, but I will read some of it. Hi YouTubers. 25 years ago, I made the decision to join a couple of Stanford graduate students who were building a new search engine. Their names were Larry and Sergey. I saw the potential of what they were building, which was incredibly exciting, and although the company had only a few users and no revenue, I decided to join the team. It would be one of the best decisions of my life. Over the years, I've worn many hats and done so many things. I took on each challenge that came my way because it had a mission that benefited so many people's lives around the world, finding information, telling stories, and supporting creators, artists, and small businesses. I'm so proud of everything we've achieved. It's been exhilarating, meaningful, and all-consuming. Today, after nearly 25 years here, I've decided to step back from my role as the head of YouTube and start a new chapter focused on my family, health, and personal projects I'm passionate about. For all the YouTubers I've had the privilege to work with, you have done so much to make this platform better over the years. You've created the largest creative economy the world has ever seen, enabled entirely new forms of art and storytelling, and supported millions of creators and artists to reach new audiences, all while investing in responsible growth so that this brilliant community of creators, artists, viewers, and advertisers can not only coexist, but thrive together. Thank you. There's much more to the letter than just that. I'll have a link in the description to the article I'm reading the letter off of if you want to read the whole thing. It does go into depth into who the future CEO of YouTube will be and how he's worked with and been the second in command to Susan for a very long time. But for this video, I just do want to say thank you, Susan. My 8th grade self would probably be very angry at me saying that. That being said, as I've grown and matured, I have also realized that while there have been mistakes and stumbles and things that have hurt creators over the years, I do think Susan has done a good, if not even very good job as head of YouTube. While there have been many things that have happened over the years that have hurt and harmed creators while she's been leader, she has maintained a very good balance of trying to help and support the creators while still managing advertisers and the outside world. Because as much as it's easy to use her as a scapegoat and blame every bad thing that's happened to creators over the years, demonetization, stricter rules, this, that, and the other, the truth is, she's not the one that wanted to implement those. At least for the most part, it was the outside world. The advertisers who got scared to advertise on YouTube, the public relations committees trying to maintain stability whenever something controversial would happen on the platform. There have been lots of incidents over the years that have forced her hand to have to become stricter with YouTube policies, regulations, and with the platform as a whole. Of course, many of those policies and regulation changes have been quite bad for the creators and community, but they've been something that sadly had to happen for the most part. And I do genuinely believe that Susan tried her best to keep that balance between the creators and the outside world in check. And I think most people and most CEOs would not have given as much effort as she did to trying to maintain that balance. And I also appreciate how much, especially in recent years, she's reached out to the community. She's appeared in YouTube videos with creators you would never expect, and she has always maintained a pretty strong connection to the community, even despite how much hate she's gotten over the years. And so because of all that, I do have to say, thank you, Susan. You have led YouTube to be the platform it is today, for good and for bad. You have helped grow the community so much in the past 9 years, and you also helped to give me the drive and subject matter for some of my very earliest public videos. And were it not for some of those bad policy changes and things that so angered middle school me, I kinda doubt I'd be sitting here making this kind of content. While my content is very different now, it does trace back to that. And so because of that, with her stepping down as CEO, it kind of makes it feel like everything's come full circle. Especially since, and I've not really acknowledged it till now, I am approaching my 100th video. And so as such, I suppose it is appropriate timing for me that this happens now. My content no longer revolves around this woman or news of things she's done or YouTube's done. That being said, content like that is what led me here. And so for that, and for all the other reasons I've said before, I'm saying now for the 3rd time in this video, thank you, Susan. I also want to say thank you to all the leadership at YouTube. While I may have some disagreements with things that have happened over the years, YouTube is a fantastic platform, and like Susan says in her letter, has created the biggest economy of creativity ever. YouTube is a truly unique place where ideas can spring up and people can share their thoughts with the world in a way never before seen. It gives power to people who otherwise would not be able to have their voices heard. It has created new routes for creativity the world over, and it has, for me, as both a viewer and a YouTuber, been a major part of my life for a very long time. There have been many points in my life where just watching YouTube videos has helped me feel so much better and get through very rough points, and creating videos has helped me get through many rough points. I get a major satisfaction out of creating YouTube videos, sharing my thoughts with the world, and overall being a viewer and a creator on this platform. And this platform owes a huge thank you to Susan. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Okay, let's think. I'm a commentary channel. What do commentary channels do? Oh yeah, complain about YouTube 24/7. It's slightly better. The exact opposite of what I wanted YouTube to do in 2019. I mean, it's still terrible. Time to do that. The apocalypse, it's not been very good.